Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are here to do a specific message for a specific group of people in the collective. So if you do feel pulled in any kind of way to the title, to the thumbnail, if this pops up randomly, then it could be for you. But just take what resonates. If you feel confused or it doesn't fit with your energy at this time, that's okay. It may not be for you. So as usual, I'm going to go over what I picked up on, what I channeled into here specifically, and then we'll open up more, we'll get some more details, and we'll pull some more cards. If there will be an extended reading, I'll have it linked down below, and we'll talk about that towards the end of the reading. Okay, so there was a lot that was coming up here for this specific message here today. The first thing that Spirit was showing me was actually a card from a different deck that I don't have here, but it says, life is speeding up. And they showed me on one side of this card were these little like evil eye symbols. And they showed me this arrow above that card going into a new reality, a new timeline. And I heard a lot of things will reveal to you now. And there's a lot of specifics that were coming up here, but the main part of the message is that for whoever this is going to resonate with, you have just entered into a certain portal or crossed a threshold. They were showing like a tipping point that has occurred or very soon to happen if it has not yet, where you're breaking a lot of barriers, you're breaking a lot of fear, lack, various things that have kept your life from moving forward or progressing or speeding up. And I was also being shown like a glass shattering, bursting open, a domino effect. There's like a bursting effect here. Something is really about to pick up. And they were also showing, though, there's a bit of a in-between message here of, for some of you, you're like in between a certain healing phase right now. Not like a heavy kind of healing, more so like a final release. They were showing these like gray clouds that were passing by, and they were kind of showing like the clouds become less gray with every cloud. And I heard the last gray cloud is right now and about to enter into the fluffy white cloud. And I do feel like this is some sort of final push or final release of mostly fear. For some specifically, this is like the solar plexus chakra. There's a feeling of like a transformation that you're going through, but there's like a sense of uneasiness or unknown, or depending on how everyone feels that, some kind of fear. You may not know that, but there's fear here. And if that does resonate and you know where that's coming from or you can feel that, they want someone to know to keep your head up, to keep going, because you've already crossed the line and it can only go up from here, is what they were saying. There's a lot of spiritual support, mostly angels I was getting for this message here, also ancestors. I was being shown like a little angel in the corner kind of looking down on your energy. And I was hearing Spirit will take care as you flow. Spirit will protect you as you go. So it's like you're going somewhere, you're going on a journey, and that could be like a physical journey. That could be something literal for someone watching, like you're actually relocating somewhere or you're about to step into a new experience. But if that's not that you know what that is, it's about to be shown to you. As they were saying, a lot of things will now reveal to you. And we have this little hand reaching out with the heart. And there's such a joyous feeling here. Even if you don't feel that, there's a joyous timeline up ahead that you've crossed into. And it feels like you may sense a shift of this energy already. For some, you may notice things are becoming luckier. Maybe there's like little things that are happening that kind of give you the confirmation that you are in a new timeline. So maybe there's like new kinds of people or different kinds of people or lucky things that are happening or just a sense of flow. And this would be like the first confirmation of a lot more of that to come. And they were showing like a wind in your sails that was being given by spirit. And we have this wind over here. So it's like the wind is about to pick up and it's about to put like that wind in your sails. And for some, we'll get more into the reading, but there could be like people that are coming in. There could be help coming in. Yes, definitely from spirit, but it could also be in the form of like people in your environment or new situations that are coming in. There's just a lot of, I was also hearing a lot of first times up ahead. So this could be like a first time at a certain like kind of connection. This could be the first time at a new experience, the first time moving somewhere new, various things for everybody. But it feels like this is a lot of abundance coming in with the Venus, and also just a feeling more so of the energy of inviting in more love and joy and overcoming the fear of change or the fear of happiness, the fear of joy. So I was also being shown, I was hearing no more restrictions. And as they kind of mentioned here as well, there's little hints and little clues that Spirit is sending that you may be picking up on. That's going to almost like trail into or lead you into this direction. So there may be a lot of like little hints or clues or things like that from Spirit. But for some, there is that kind of underlying fear that I keep picking up on here that is almost, depending on where you are with that, maybe Spirit saying, they were showing like an animal being released from like a cage or from a trap, and there's a feeling of being put back out in the world. And that's where I feel like you're about to be placed. So whether you've been isolated for a period of time, or you just haven't been in the best energy, or you haven't felt love, or you haven't had like a safe place here to go somehow in your life, or a safe environment, or a loving environment, a loving connection, it's like you're getting back out into the world. Something is blossoming again within you. The sun was actually here at the bottom. So this is a beautiful card. As they were saying, lots of things will now be revealed. And they're also showing here, we'll go more into the message, but for some specifically, and this has been coming up recently a lot in the collective, but if you have closed a door, maybe a relationship, maybe some timeline that is very final, it's almost like Spirit saying this is the aftershocks of that. So you're almost like picking up on the energy reverberating, and maybe it's either bringing something up for you to heal or to kind of like finalize, or there's just something that has been stirred up here, which is like in this positive way, that it's like a cauldron, I'm saying, bubbling up. Things are being stirred up now for you, but also there's something to do with like taking deep care of yourself, knowing that you are safe now. You've already crossed, like with this woman here, you've already crossed from this side over to this bridge. And you may need a little bit of extra care, at least when it comes to being kind to yourself. Maybe a lot of, just like self-care, tending to your own needs. I'm hearing as you wrap this up, because they're showing me somebody like raking leaves. And with a similar reference as the gray clouds, you're on like the final batch of leaves. And so it's like you don't have much left to release, but as that final heaviness drops, especially through the feet, I'm seeing you could be releasing a lot of energy through the feet. It almost frees up the space from above and for the light to come in. And that could be felt as inspiration, joy, happiness. And it just feels like you've come so far on your healing journey, and you've released so much, and the positive turnaround from that will be showing itself. So it's like it hasn't been for nothing. And so I did pick up on a few specific things here. These don't have to resonate with everybody, but if they are confirmations for anyone, and then we'll see what more Spirit wants to say. I was getting the numbers 222, also 1212. You could be seeing a lot of birds, maybe a red cardinal as well. Lots of birds popping in the window when I was doing this reading. For someone specific here, you could have just healed something deeply connected to your family or to your ancestors, or you may not even know that, but you have just released some kind of heavy energy connected to your ancestors. That could just be for somebody. Also, I was getting a throat chakra release. The solar plexus, the throat chakra, and the heart chakra were all coming up, but maybe something is just opened in your throat chakra. Maybe you felt yourself able to communicate more clearly, or there's just a feeling of being more aligned to your own personal truth. Also, you may have definitely felt a noticeable lifting of heaviness around your energy. Maybe like your body feels lighter, you look lighter, like your face looks brighter, something like that. Your eyes are kind of more awake. But at the same time, you could be feeling an extra need for the self-care. For someone, you could have just have been taking a social media break or detox, possibly also from absorbing or consuming a lot of content, maybe YouTube as well, but something about a social media break. Someone here could have just started a new routine of some sort, specifically journaling maybe, or you've just really committed yourself to a new routine, which is serving your highest good and your happiness and your sense of balance. They keep referencing the word balance, so you likely have been really focusing on how to balance yourself, or you may have been feeling a lot more balanced. Also, something about baby pinks. I was also getting here, someone could be on a vacation or is about to go on a vacation very soon here. Also, someone could be taking a lot of Epsom salt baths. There could be something about a foot soak. Either you've been grounding yourself, your feet in the soil, or you've been soaking your feet, or there's like a releasing of energy through the feet. I was also hearing the name Grace for somebody. Someone also could be listening to a lot of throwback music most recently. So we'll get some more confirmations at the end, but that's what I was picking up on here. So if this kind of resonates with you or sounds like it could be fitting for you, let's see what else Spirit wants to say here. So what else, Spirit, do you want to say for this group of people who are here? Yes, I'm seeing a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, and Spirit wants you to know that the butterfly phase is very, very much around the corner, or that every caterpillar will turn into a butterfly is what I'm hearing. And they're showing me that you're processing and transmuting a lot of energy behind the scenes. And again, I'm hearing like the undercurrents or the aftershock. So I don't know quite what they mean by the aftershock, but maybe that'll make sense to somebody. It feels like there's so much that you have just released. And it's almost like you have to be kind to yourself. You have to cradle yourself. Because if you could see how much you have just released or how much work you have just done, you would see how far you've come, but also how much maybe you need your own, like love or support. And I just feel like your guides, your ancestors are very proud of you for releasing all of this heaviness, especially if you have made a final decision to close a door. I'm getting most specifically, whatever that door was that you kept open, it was blocking the flow of your heart chakra. And so it's almost like this new door, or these doors over here, kind of like swung wide open, connected to Venus and to the sun and to this heart here, share the love. So there's a lot of openness that's coming in around the heart chakra. Yeah, and I think there's a gentleness here. I think this message really wants to find someone as well, to give you a message to please take care of yourself. It's more of like a sigh of relief that you have arrived here, but you do need to like give yourself some extra care. I'm hearing extra TLC maybe right now, and you may feel like that's going to be what you need, but it's like a resting, it's like a calm that has come after the storm, but you are clearing again those final pieces before things really pick up. Yeah, and specifically maybe the body. Someone could be focusing on balancing the body, healing the body. Maybe this is also Spirit's guidance to focus on the body right now. Lots of greens coming up too. You may be drawn to spend a lot of time in nature or to surround yourself with green. Maybe you're wearing green, lots of green here. They're showing me things have loosened. They're showing me kind of like everything was very tight around your energy, or this could be like tension in the body, but this is more so speaking energetically. They're showing me things have been like unscrewed, like around your aura, and it's loosened things for you. And so it's like your life is loosening is what they want to say. And they mean that in a way of something where the heart, that again, like the love can more freely enter. The experiences that actually bring you true, authentic happiness can more so enter your energy now, your life. And for some, I am getting, again, this could be for some of you who have just healed I'm getting like an inner child or something connected that you've had since a child. So whatever that is, maybe it's been like with you for a very long time. Even if you can't pinpoint what exactly it is, it's like it has finally released. Or when you find this reading, you're tipping on the scale here of finally releasing it. And it's not that you're forcing yourself to do it. It's just like a process here. Or this could have been what kind of came up to the surface as you closed the door. For others of you, that could be as well, that you closed some kind of door, you finalized some kind of cycle, and the after effects or the aftershocks could be actually bringing a lot up to the surface temporarily. But it's not only bringing something to heal, it's bringing up the authentic part of yourself, or it's bringing up this sun. They're showing me like a cauldron that is bubbling and it's like boiling up to the surface, but it's full to the brim of so much inspiration and joy and happiness, and the sun is connected to the self as well. There is a lot of solar plexus energy here, so someone could be healing their solar plexus, or you may feel a release of a lot of fear. This also could be if you have already come out of that. You may be feeling very confident, or you may be feeling this just radiance kind of from your solar plexus, or just a feeling of, yeah, like happiness, joy, maybe just feeling very balanced within yourself. I'm hearing the name Alicia for somebody. They do want to say if you're finding this reading when I'm posting it, it is timeless, so you don't have to, but as we enter into the fall or September, October, regardless of where you are in the world, I feel like that's going to be where a lot of these tipping of the scales kind of taking place, or a lot of these changes will be taking place. For someone, there is going to be a lot of fated encounters or fated timelines opening, or fated events, because Spirit keeps saying here that again, it's like you're really ready for the new. But it really does feel like there's a couple of different groups of you. For some of you, you're still, I'm seeing somebody like carrying this heavy backpack, and they know they have to put it down, and they know that they want to put it down as well, because they can see in the future, or they can kind of see that there's some joy up ahead, whether that's an actual thing that has already come up, like something new has come into your life, or this is just the timeline that you can kind of like peek into in the future, that you know you want to go on that journey, because you can see how much happier you'll be if you allow yourself to be happy, but you're still there on the edge of that cliff holding on to that backpack. And there's just a sense, and for some this could be literal, so if it is like you want to relocate somewhere, or you want to really like go to a new location, then that can resonate as well. But for others, this is more of like symbolic. If you are still on that edge, I think that, again, there's maybe a process that you will reach the time when you're ready to, but it's just residual fear or something temporary temporarily that has been brought up to the surface to be once and for all kind of finalized. And so as you release that final backpack, that's when this all blossoms, because they keep showing this like raking effect or the gray clouds passing, but they're not gray anymore. There's only one more gray cloud. So I don't know what that means for everyone, but and for someone too, there's just a sense of the Ace of Wands is actually here too. And I'm seeing like a spider weaving the web, and I'm hearing like all of your dreams you can manifest, or all of your dreams you have more energy to apply yourself to. So your intuition could be, again, like dropping little hints or clues as to how to get there. But it's like your happiness, this timeline has already arrived. And so there is the sense of like, you're already here. So there's nothing more to look for or to search for or to try to find. It just feels like it's that final releasing of the fear. But for some, if it does resonate that you have to leave behind a situation that you're actually afraid of leaving that for whatever reason, maybe it's a very unhealthy or toxic situation that could just be specific for somebody, and you're wondering if you have the courage to really embrace the unknown and to walk away from that and go on your own, or really allow yourself to actually do it and not just think about it. This is a message for you as well, to say that with this card, a safe place for you to go. And something with these feathers here, someone could be having someone could have a dream catcher, or you've just purchased a dream catcher, or you've made a dream catcher, something with a dream catcher. I know that's not I guess it's like a mini dream catcher, but you will be safe and you will have somewhere to go. Because the spirit keeps slipping in with this message of like, it's okay. They keep showing like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, and it's like, it's okay to be the caterpillar for a little bit longer, or it's okay to, I don't know, there's some kind of feeling of like fear here but it's not fully being in fear either. I don't know what it is. It's kind of it's like trust and thrive. This is all that's left to do here. If this aligns with you, just trust and thrive. Again, they're saying it can only go up from here. So, and if you are climbing towards something right now, if you're making a lot of headway or progress in a particular situation or new job that you've started or a new journey that you've already embarked on, maybe there's some fear about slipping backwards again, or a feeling of maybe you wish you could be even further along than you are. But if this is your message here too, you're already on the way up and you can't go back down. You've already crossed that threshold, so you can't go back down. You can only go up. Things can only be more successful from here. I'm hearing your light radiates without you even doing anything. So that could be a message for somebody. If you're doing something that you're wondering how it's impacting people around you, this light is here too. Like your light is, it's like it's become so bright just naturally, but there's something about it has become a lot brighter most recently. And it just kind of like oozes out of you. So you really can't dim the light that you are. And you also can't undim it again, or like it can't be dimmed anymore. It can't be dimmed down. It's already been, you've already transformed here, or you've already purified that. So it's like I don't know, there's some kind of fear of moving backwards. But that may not be for everyone. Yeah, there's so much sun, so much happiness here. Maybe others of you are already completely here. Yes, unlock the magic within. Here's the Traveler. So yeah, some of you could be moving into a new location, or just a new timeline, a new environment of any kind. I just heard that song, "You're going to catch a cold from the ice inside your soul." I can't think of the name of it, or "Jar of Hearts" is the song. I don't know why. I just heard that. That could be like a side branch of a message of what you're leaving behind, which is very opposite with the sun, is all about the warmth and the love and kind of not the ice and the soul. So maybe some of you have, because that song talks about dealing with a person or a relationship that was, you know, very unhealthy. This is here at the bottom too. We have the unleash the wild within and take charge with authority. Yeah, so didn't I pick up something? I wrote down here, an animal being released from a cage. So could be something about antlers here too. For some, there is a message here too of meeting a like-minded soul. This could be definitely in love. But others of you, this is also, or both really, this is you taking charge. There's something about you commanding a lot of like potent energy. There's so much light around you. And I just think that a lot of you are becoming more comfortable with your light. That's also what it is too. You're becoming more comfortable going with from the moon here to the sun. But it's also like a double message about attracting in somebody who's also like the sun to your moon. But it feels like things are really, they just keep saying things are picking up. Things are really about to pick up. And it feels really empowering. This is definitely a very empowering message for somebody. I'm hearing things that you won't believe. The Akashic library is open. Yes, look at the bottom. The time has come. The time to act is now. Lots of green, green dragon, green light. I'm hearing your meridians, something your meridians have cleared. So this is a big message. This feels like that's kind of the expansiveness of the message here. It's this Akashic library is open. And I feel like this is, I can't pinpoint for everybody what it is, but it feels like it's something with this, the time has come. The Lord, something big is being created, something big is manifesting. But there's also a possibility of some kind of big moment. Let me see. Yeah, this is where you're coming from, stifled, bored, and stuck. I am hearing for someone you have really dismantled the illusions. And this is where, depending on the scale of where you are in this, you have either completely cleared those gray clouds and there's no gray clouds left and she actually has gray hair, or you're like, just have a few more or one more. But others of you are like completely out in the sun and the time has come to clear that stagnation, but to also receive. It's like it's like something of your energy or your most authentic path here, or some kind of destined timeline, or even a partnership was like created, it had like smoke around it because you weren't seeing it clearly or something, or you weren't aligned to that. But the clearing has been, I'm seeing like a lightning bolt. So it could have been very quick or very sudden, or these things are going to, again, pick up, as they said in the very beginning, life is speeding up. So you may be surprised at how many things are going to start to line up. And these things are very much a part of your destiny. There's something with this Akashic library is open. Complete commitment. Yeah, here's another green. The serpentine path to power. But we also have complete commitment here. There could be something of fours, 444 you could be seeing. You're completely committing yourself to something, which could be various things. It could be your path of healing. This could be, for some, it is going to be like a certain commitment to a path that your soul wants to walk. Like that is a part of this Akashic records here. So I think I'll do an extended here for this, but we're going to actually do a pick a card from this extended. I did that in another reading and it seems like a lot of you enjoyed that style. So we'll do 3 feathers. And if you feel drawn to any of them in the thumbnail, then you can feel free to join over there. And I'm just going to channel any information from the feathers that you need to know just based on this energy. So no specific question, just what you need to know from Spirit about what maybe is unlocking, just what they want you to know if you resonate with this reading. So I'll have that link down below if you're interested. Because with the smaller group, get more specific. Yeah, so use your intuition to make beneficial changes, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding, problems to be resolved. Yeah, and it feels like it's not even like really problems. I mean, it could be a certain problem, but it almost feels more like, again, I'm seeing like a train getting on track and it's locking in place and it's like check marks up ahead. So it's like you're just on the right path. That could be kind of just to say like simply that you're on the right track. You're about to be really placed. Not that you ever were on the wrong track, but you're about to actually be like in your highest path or a certain destined path that has always been meant for you. So it's important to trust your intuition, as they were saying in the reading, to make these changes. There's so much intuitive information, if this resonates with you, that's being sent to you directly. And to everyone, it's very personal. They're showing me everyone's personal sphere, and how you receive messages from Spirit is very personal. As I was saying too, there could be a new home coming in. For some, that could be. I can't tell if that's like a literal thing or if this is more of just how they're showing the energy to be. But there could be a new home here coming in, or it's just that, you know, you're taking this room here and you're just ready for something. You're ready, like maybe even asking Spirit to like show me where my new home is. Doesn't have to be an actual home. It could be like, who's the person who's my home, or it could be anything connected to this home here. But we have work, achievement, and success, psychic ability, trust your intuition. They keep saying that your light is radiating, or your light is reverberating. Something is being felt everywhere. Something significant could be in February for somebody. Okay, for someone that's very specific, but I just heard something of something in love will happen in February. So it is timeless, so don't worry too much about that. But there could be something in the month of February that will be when either a love will come in or when something will solidify. Solid foundation, success with effort. Yeah, guaranteed success. Lots of really beautiful energies here. I will get some final specific information to how you would know if this is going to be for you in a second, but let's just pull a final card before we go to the extended. They're showing me something about you followed the steps, and they're kind of showing like you didn't jump from like step A to Z, or you followed the path of your soul's journey accurately. So whatever that means, maybe you didn't stray from like the path, or you stayed true to yourself. You didn't try to take a shortcut. There's something of like, that's part of this Akashic records. Like everything happens at this particular time and how it was meant to. So they want to say that this is almost like a long time coming reward. Yeah, for some it is going to be a beautiful divine partnership here. A lot of green here. Third eye chakra. I'm hearing the key to your success, and they're just pointing to that. So I don't know what that is. The key to your success is the third eye chakra. Here's these hands again, all reaching out. Now there's 4 of them. There's such a beautiful feeling in this reading. Like reciprocity, equal give and take in various forms. Here's the High Priestess. Listen. Somebody here could wear an amethyst necklace. Something about this purple necklace here is sticking out. There's actually hands everywhere opening here too, and here. Someone could be a healer, something with your hands. We have the elephant, could also be a sign for somebody. Gentle, lucid dreams. And we have this scythe here too. So that could be that release that has already happened. Let's see if there's just any final messages that Spirit wants to say. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to say for the viewers? Some of you could actually be having lucid dreams or very prophetic dreams, or this will come in soon. And it is going to give you a lot of insight into this next chapter. For some, this could be very specific, that you're actually dreaming of a future partner, or you're dreaming of somebody coming into your life that is destined to come in. And lastly, they just want to say that, as already came up before, but they just kind of want you to go, I'm seeing somebody like shooting wildly, but they mean this in a way of like you're shooting sparks in the air. Like just kind of go with it from here. Like you don't have to, it's like you've, how to word it? Yeah, you're safe, I'm hearing. It's like you're safe. And I think that's going to mean something different for everyone. You're either safe. What's the right word for that? Like you're safe to go forward. You're safe to proceed. For some, it is that you're safe to commit to somebody, if that's the message for you. Or you're safe with this new person, or you're about to be safe with this new person, experience, timeline, various things. I'm hearing what you've always been cut out for. So it could also be there's a mixture of energies here. It could be something you're doing as well for like your purpose. Yeah, so you do not let fear stop you this time. I'm seeing these huge gates opening, these golden gates. I'm trying to see like what this is, but I think we'll have to leave it there because I don't know what it is specifically for everyone. It's just like your own golden gates, whatever that feels like for you or looks like for you. It's like the reference of gold though is like it's special to you, or it's, I don't know. We'll see what comes up in the extended. I will have 3 different groups, so we'll try to get specifics for 3 groups of you. I did just divide this, and we do have the dolphins though. So whatever it is, it's very joyous, peaceful. Dolphins and the whales here too. So yeah, they're just showing me the train getting on track again. So let's see if there's any specifics of anyone who may need confirmation, if this is going to be for you. And then we'll go over to the extended. Any specifics here, Spirit, in case the viewers need to? Someone could be from San Francisco. Any specifics for how the viewers would know that this reading is for them? Here's the name Samantha. The name Fred, or a name similar to FR or something. Francis, Fred. Francisco could be maybe a name too. For someone, you're building something right now. Maybe you've started something, some project or business, or you have like a really bold vision right now. And like you can see the stepping stones for that. You can see the outline for that. For someone, you definitely, that's a clear message that you have started something. Okay, or you're about to start something and you're very certain that this is the path for you. And they want to say that it will be a success. Someone here may have cleaned their whole house recently in the last like maybe couple of days or so. Someone's wearing a gold chain or gold necklace. Something that maybe you don't wear every day, but like something, well, whatever, just some kind of gold necklace here. Someone may be wearing an emerald crystal or an emerald birthstone. Keep getting S names, starting with S. Sylvia as well. Something about shooting an arrow or shooting a target. So maybe someone's done something like that recently. Someone could play tennis. Maybe you just came from playing tennis, or you're about to play tennis in the next few days. Very specifically, someone could have injured their elbow playing tennis elbow or something. You've been feeling things speed up. For some, you could even feel like time has sped up recently. You may be getting up earlier in the morning or feeling more just like rejuvenated, feeling more inspired. Someone had a muffin this morning, or you're eating muffins right now. Someone could have gray or silver hair, or maybe it just started some silver streaks or something. The name James, Veronica. Something about a bay leaf that came up in a recent reading too. So someone could be using a bay leaf to manifest or to purify. Okay, any final message for how they would know that this is for them? You could be booking a vacation somewhere in the, like a tropical place, or maybe you've gone on a cruise, or you're about to go on a cruise. Someone may have quit smoking. You may have made the decision to quit smoking, or you know that you need to. It's very clear, like you would know if that's for you. So I'm going to go over to the extended, and there's going to be 3 groups, and we'll just channel any specifics about what you need to know. I'll leave it open, but if you came from this reading, we'll try to keep the focus on whatever this reading kind of was talking about. So the link will be down below, either over on Patreon or on Gumroad. And I hope that this reading was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will talk to you all in the next reading. Take care and lots of love.